Switzerland, even just the name brings a smile to our faces. Wherever we see or hear the name Switzerland, we immediately think about all those mesmerizing sceneries, luxury brand watches, and delicious milk chocolates. But do you know that Switzerland is much more than that? The snow-covered mountain peaks and the clear freshwater lakes can make you swoon just by the sight of it. We often know about the places to visit in Switzerland, but are unaware of interesting facts about the place. So, before visiting Switzerland, which you can book with us at Vina World for an amazing and hassle-free trip, go through this blog and get to know about some of the amazing facts that you would have not heard of. When it comes to travel destinations, it doesn't get much better than Switzerland, teeming with incredible alpine vistas, exciting outdoor adventures, and incredible food, chocolate and cheese galore. You're sure to have a vacation to remember. You can add it to your European itinerary, or spend your holiday just exploring the country, and you won't run out of things to do or see. But before you pack your ski gear, here are fascinating and handy facts about Switzerland to know before your trip. Here are some important facts about Switzerland that will blow your mind. 1. Switzerland has 7,000 lakes. With a surface size of 580.03 square kilometers, Lake Geneva is Switzerland's biggest lake. Lac Léman is the name given to 40.47% of the lake that is shared with France. Lake Neuchâtel, with a surface area of 218.3 square kilometers, is the largest lake wholly within Switzerland. You can drink from rivers and lakes since the fresh water so clear. 2. Most innovative country in the world. Switzerland was ranked first for the 8th consecutive year, in 2018, as the most innovative country in the world in the Global Innovation Index. From a farming-based economy in 1860 to a land of startups today, Vaud's economy is now one of Switzerland's biggest and fastest growing, thanks to its large services sector, focus on niche markets, and diversified manufacturing base. 3. Highest peaks in Europe. Switzerland is home to numerous mountains, which are over 3,000 meters high. A beautiful experience for hikers is the Chemin-Exir-Met-Hut route, a 12-day classic alpine trek that will bring you straight to the well-recognized Matterhorn. With 48 mountain peaks that are above 4,000 meters, Switzerland has more high peaks than any other country in Europe. 4. Longest tunnel of the world. The Gotthard Tunnel in Switzerland is the world's longest, measuring 57 kilometers or 7 kilometers longer than the Channel Tunnel between England and France. It took 17 years to complete. The Gotthard Base Tunnel's principal objective is to boost local transportation capacity through the Alpine barrier. Five. Lowest crime rate. Switzerland is one of the world's safest countries. They have a very low crime rate. With the fact that they have one of the highest rates of gun ownership, Switzerland hasn't had a mass shooting since 2001, when a man stormed in the local parliament in Zug, killed 14 people, and then himself. The country's overall murder rate is nearly zero at just 45 people per year. And moreover, they are some of the happiest people in the world next to Denmark and Finland. Six. Creux divan. In the course of millions of years by water and ice erosion, this gigantic rock arena was formed. Its steep rock walls with their horseshoe shape offer one of the most grandiose panoramas in Switzerland, which includes chamois and ibex sighting. This absolutely spectacular sight gives you a full 360 view over the nearby lakes, the Alps, the Jura valleys, and further on to France. Seven. You cannot name your child however you want. Giving a child a name that could harm the child's interest is illegal in Switzerland. When authorities forbade Swiss musician Christine Lauterberg from referring to her daughter as lexicon, she utilized this privilege. The rejection of Jonathan, which is the phonetic spelling of Jonathan, as well as J as a child's fourth name, is based on the risk of being misunderstood and improperly pronounced in German. There are also some names that you are not permitted to give your children. 8. Third happiest country in the world. The notion of livability is used to determine which places in the globe offer the best or worst living circumstances, stability, healthcare, culture and environment, education, and infrastructure are the 5 broad categories they look at. Zurich and Geneva are said to be 2 of the liveliest and livable cities in the world. Switzerland has a strong sense of community and a strong belief that it is a safe and clean country, which is statistically correct. Switzerland, along with Iceland and Denmark, is one of the safest countries in the world. Switzerland is a paradise indeed, not just because of the beautiful snowy peaks and emerald greenery or delightful chocolates and luxury brands, but also because of the people and its history. We are more than delighted to share these interesting facts about Switzerland with you, and we are sure that you might be excited too after reading these. It is already time to pack your bags and set out on an exquisite journey to the Swiss with us at Vina World, because we make your trips better. From Switzerland honeymoon packages to family tour options, you can simply relax and celebrate life while we arrange everything for your hassle-free trip. 9. There are 4 official languages. Switzerland is divided into 4 different language regions: French in the western part, Italian in the southern part, Romansh in some areas of the southeast, and Swiss German in the rest. But don't worry, you can get by speaking English in major cities like Zurich, Geneva, and other tourist destinations. Of course, learning some new phrases won't hurt. 10. The Alps make up almost 60% of the country. One of the most incredible facts about Switzerland is that the Swiss Alps cover around 58% of the land area. Despite the abundance of mountains, the country's landscape is actually pretty diverse. In the northern part of the Alps, like the Bernese Oberland, you'll find that the scenery is very green and vibrant, while in the south, like Galais, it's drier and rougher. You'll also see stunning lakes and villages full of palm trees in between. 11. Switzerland was neutral in both world wars. This is a well-known fact about Switzerland. It's a neutral country in more than one way. Not only did it not participate in both World War I and World War II, but even now, Whenever it comes to political affiliations and conflicts, Switzerland likes to stand off to the side. You might think this is commendable because it means that it favors peace over conflict. Or you might think it's ridiculous because a powerful country like Switzerland could have a lot of clout in world affairs. Either way, this is how the Swiss like to do things. More banks than dentists. Another fact that's known worldwide about Switzerland is that rich people with money that they wish to hide from tax agencies, spouses, or anyone else choose banks in Switzerland to do so. This is because once your money securely located in a Swiss bank, you can rest assured that they will never disclose this information to anyone who comes asking. There are even more banks in Switzerland than dentists, which is kind of a funny thing. Also, bank tellers in Switzerland are protected by the bulletproof glass. 13. Highest minimum wage in the world. Geneva, not the capital of Switzerland despite popular thinking, is home to many wealthy people. Still, it also houses many minimum wage workers, like hotel workers, servers, cleaners, hairdressers, and more. That's why at the end of 2020, a new hourly rate of 23 Swiss francs was instigated in Geneva. If you are wondering, that's equivalent to £19, $25, or 22 euros. This would give a minimum monthly salary of 4,000 francs. This is to ensure that people in working class positions can still afford to live in Switzerland without working themselves to the bone. The United States and other nations could learn from this mandate. 14. Luxury watches by Swiss watchmakers. Are you a luxury watch lover? Maybe you have one or two already. Or maybe you just like admiring them from far. Either way, half the luxury watch brands like TEZ-The, TAG Heuer, Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Longines are all Swiss. Kudos to Swiss watchmakers, who have made watchmaking into such an art form that people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. Here's an interesting fact about Swiss watchmaking. The first waterproof watch was invented by Rolex in 1927 in Switzerland. Cool, right? 15. No cars allowed in some villages. If you're planning to drive around Europe, one of the most important facts about Switzerland to know is that there are several places that don't allow cars. Instead, you can take a train, bus, and even a boat to reach the village and enjoy the tranquil atmosphere. The best part is that getting around is even easier and more affordable with the Swiss Travel Park. Experience free travel by boat, bus, and train and discover the finest sights Switzerland has to offer.